Hi guys, Chris here and welcome back. Okay, first thing, you might notice this jumper twice because I'm filming two videos back to back. This video, I am so excited. Now firstly, you guys know what this is already. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what this item is because I could not wait to post this. Long story short, I bought myself something that has been on my wish list, and it's a piece from none other than Louis Vuitton. It's something that I have dreamed of owning and planned to buy one this year, so if that gives anything away. But there was a huge price increase in this item. To me, I now do not think is worth the money. So I bought this item second hand and it's very vintage. It's from the 90s. I'm rambling here. I have no direction with this story. The item I purchased is here. I'm not going to hold it up for too long because it's really heavy, but I got an incredible deal on this thing. I'm not going to go through the ins and outs in this video. I just want to show you what it is. But I bought this from a woman who has two. She has two of these pieces and hadn't used this one for like 10 years or something, so was willing to sell it to me. Oh my god, guys, I'm not gonna drag this out. Let's have a look and then we'll chat, okay? Oh my god. Okay, so guys, this is it here. You probably all saw this on Instagram already. I literally could not wait to share it, so sorry for the delay in the video, but this dust bag, do you know, the weird thing is I've looked at this so many times. I have played around with it, but even just looking at this, it makes me so happy. So the item came in its original dust bag, which is this little beauty here. You have your brown drawstring. This opens up to reveal my... Oh my god. Sorry, I had to take a picture. This reveals my incredible find. The Louis Vuitton Boite Pharmacie in monogram. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I keep stopping to take pictures because I've never saw it in this light before. So the trunk is in incredible condition. Like, the woman that had this before me, she looked after this so well. I don't know where to start. It was bought in the 90s from what I am led to believe, so the hardware naturally is it's tarnished, which I like the look of, but I will show you in a second what I have planned for this thing. There's not a lot of videos on YouTube that go in depth with a Boite Pharmacie, because when I bought it, I tried to do some research before I got home to collect it, and there weren't a lot of videos on this thing. What I want to show you guys is what I think is really informative with a hard piece from LV, because there was things that I was looking for that I just couldn't find online, so I'm going to show you what I wanted to find out about the trunk. So, oops. So, first off, this is the front of it. So the trunk itself it's all monogram, and if you know the history of trunks and if you know what they're all about, then I'm not going to bore you with all these details, but this thing is crafted so well. This in particular, given the age of it, is in incredible, it's in such great condition, and I'm so happy that the woman looked after this so much. And then I've not really looked at the bottom because I've never really had a need to, but that is the bottom. Again, naturally, with this little guy, there is going to be some wear and tear on this, which I am totally aware of, which I will show you here. There's nothing on the bottom, so there's no major wear on the bottom of this guy here. Nothing at all. And that's just a little bit of fluff from me. So nothing on the bottom. The corners are absolutely fine. On one side, again, nothing here. and it's the same all over. The only bit of damage that I did see, which, I mean, if you can even call it damage, is on the front or on the top, and this is what the top looks like. I should also mention, I'll get into luggage tags in a second, but this luggage tag did not come with the bag, the box. But that, right down there, is the only wear that I've found on this trunk. The rest, naturally the leather, the brown Vuitton leather is going to tan, and this just says Louis Vuitton Paris, that's all. And you've got your golden, or what should be golden rivets on the top. Oh, sorry guys, this thing is so heavy. This thing is so heavy. So trying to do this one-handed isn't all the best. But let's see if this actually might work better. Down here, yeah, there we go. This looks okay. So down here, you have your lock. So you've got your clasp here, which just features LV, and it is the same on this side as well, so LV. And this is your S-lock. So your S-lock is the main control of the whole control. It's not a freaking spaceship, but your S-lock is your main lock for the trunk. And on your S-lock, you will have Louis Vuitton Paris, which is just to the left, Made in France, which is on the right, and this is your lock here. And that number, that's the number that corresponds with the key that comes with the lock. And the key's inside, so again, I'll show you that. To get this thing open, all we do is we will unhook the latch here, unhook this latch as well, and these little parts here, we squeeze together, and it's open. So this is a little stiff. Oh, I don't know if it's meant to be stiff or if it's maybe just the age, but when we open it up, okay, here we go. So when we open it up, you have this gorgeous white interior. So this is just it here. This sort of feels like the material, actually, I'm sure this is washable. I'm 90% sure it is washable, but I don't think it's the material that you get in like a toiletry pouch. And this is the serial number, which corresponds with the trunk. So that's really nice. And then you have these golden hinges here, which again, will need a little bit of love. And inside the trunk, first item you'll have is you're greeted with this gorgeous little box, this little jewellery case. And you have your Vuitton handle right here. And you've then also got the same sort of unlocking contraptions here. Now you'll notice that the nails on this, again, just due to age, have discoloured and gone blue. I like it. I am not bothered about it at all, and I probably am not going to clean it. Some people might find it a little bit strange. And when we open up this, you have a mirror here. So, hi phone, hi iPhone. And you've got the keys. So I'll take the keys out in a second. But that is just the inside of the little jewellery case. It's empty, and you can put jewellery, obviously, in here. And then that's the mirror. So that's really nice. That's a cute little, that's a cute addition. So I'm going to pop this down to the side. And it's cool that you can hold it like this as well. This is just so interesting that it's just there. And the inside, which I'll tell you a little bit about in a second, but this is the inside here for my trunk. So it is empty, totally empty right here, and it is just one big compartment, which I love. So let's just get you in there, just so you can see what it's like. And it's, do you know, I haven't cleaned this either, the inside of this, since I got it. But as I said, it's in great condition. The woman looked after this so well. Inside the Boite Pharmacie, this usually has a detachable bottle case sort of thing. And it just slips down inside, take it in and out. That's the one thing that's missing from this trunk. Now, I'm not really that bothered, but I have gone to LV to see if I can order a spare part. But the woman that had this, she had sat this on her makeup counter, and I'm going to pop a little picture of it here just so you can see what I'm missing. But she's had this on her makeup counter for years, And when she bought it back in the 90s, she told me that she obviously could fit more stuff inside it without that divider being in there. She put it in the loft or the attic, and she hasn't been able to locate it for a couple of years. So she'll look out for it just in case she can get her hands on it, which would be great. So I've got a complete piece, but I don't mind. Like, it's not essential, because this for me will probably store some SLGs, but the majority of the time it is just going to be for display. I'm not going to take this out anywhere. But so that's the only defect, if for better or for worse, with this trunk, is that it doesn't have a divider. Otherwise it's great. And this little thing here, this just sits on its side, so this way, and it basically, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, it basically rests on this little part here. So what that does is, if I put this down, put this here, it rests, just so you can slide it to one side and get in and out. And that's how that looks there. And yeah, that's my trunk. Oh my god, guys, honestly, it's so strange. As I said, I've been looking at this for a week now, because I've had this from last Friday. And just even seeing it now, in this light, first off, in this light and in this position, it just looks incredible. Insane. So, what I am going to do though, oh actually, sorry, I forgot to show you guys. Here are the keys. So, your trunk will come with 2 keys, and I'm sure that this little yellow string is original, because I see whenever I see someone buy a new trunk, you get this as well. But these are my 2 keys, so I should show you this, just so you can get a feel. But your keys, your lock number, which I showed you earlier on down there, will correspond with your key. So that's my key here. And all you'll do to lock it, when it's in, you can't get into it. And if you unlock, done. Oh my god, this is incredible. So yes, these are my 2 locks and my 2 keys that came with it as well. I'm so grateful I got the keys, because my a friend of mine on YouTube, Will McCason, Will, if you're watching this video, hey, I'll leave his channel here, but Will had recently bought a trunk from Fashion File, and the key didn't correspond with the lock. So I'm so glad that I managed to actually get a key that works, and that this transaction was just so smooth. So I am beyond happy with this entire thing. Like, just look at this, guys, it is insane. I'm in awe. Complete awe. And this is the luggage tag. So as I said, I'll share this more in a second, but this is the luggage tag that I've put on for the time being. I managed to find this on Vestiaire, and that's kind of sitting on there right now. But yeah, guys, how incredible is this? Oh my god, I honestly am just, I love this so much, and it looks great in my collection. So that is my trunk. Well, not my trunk, it is the Louis Vuitton Boite Pharmacie. So I'm kind of hoping that you guys are getting a good feel for this, because as I said, there is not a lot about this on YouTube. There's not a lot about this online. So yeah. Ta-da! I cannot believe, oh my god, that I have this piece in my collection. Like, it's so beautiful, but it's really heavy. As I mentioned, so just to go through a couple of things now that the excitement is now gone. But as I mentioned in the unboxing, that I was going to go through a few things with luggage tags. So another thing that the trunk didn't have was a luggage tag. And I really wanted a luggage tag to go on. I mean, look, it just makes the trunk having that there. So I then went on the hunt for a vintage luggage tag. So I put it on Instagram, I searched Vestiaire, I searched eBay, could not find anything at all. And I was so lucky that so many people approached and offered to sell their luggage tags to me. Firstly, if you watch these videos and if you're one of those people, thank you, because what I love about this community is if someone is looking for something in particular, there's no, I'm not going to give it to you because I don't want you to have it. The luxury community is very uplifting and everyone wants to see you do well and everyone wants to help each other out, which I love so much. And people offered various different luggage tags. And I want to say a huge thank you to two people in particular. One guy, I'm not going to put names on just in case they didn't want to be on YouTube, but one guy ever so kindly offered his luggage tag to me for free, which for me anyway, I was willing to pay. I wanted to pay him for it, but he insisted that he didn't want any money. He was fine just to gift it to me. The luggage tag, it's the perfect size because I was looking for a small luggage tag, but vintage. But he had sent me this one, which is just this beautiful small luggage tag here. It is brand new. He hadn't used it, and it just sat in a drawer. So when I put it on the case, it just didn't look correct, just because it was so new. So unfortunately, I'm not going to use it, but I'm so grateful that he offered. And the second one I purchased, I paid for, and again, vintage, which was ideal. And it's the bigger one, but the bigger one just looked a little too big. I am now so grateful and so lucky to have an extra 2 luggage tags. So one really vintage one, which I'm obsessed with, and this gorgeous new one. This one looks, this is perfect. What I love about something like this is I then would like to tan it myself and just sort of take it on a little journey so that I can then make this one look like this. Look at the colour difference, that's insane. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the two guys that offered these. Ultimately, I ended up purchasing the one that's on the trunk on Vestiaire because that just came up like that same day and it was perfect. It was the right size. It's a little lighter, which isn't an issue. I can darken it myself, that's absolutely fine. I just felt that one looked a little bit better. If you guys watch this video, please know how grateful I am. I can't express my thanks enough, so thank you. Secondly, I am going to clean the trunk. I love the look of something vintage because that's why I buy vintage stuff, because I enjoy the used look. But on the flip side, the hardware, I would love to be really shiny. And my really good friend on Instagram, Joey, he recently purchased a trunk, and similar situation, the hardware was very tarnished and he cleaned it up, and oh my god, the difference in that trunk is incredible. Like it looks so beautiful with the contrast. So you'll have your dark leather tab at the top, your canvas is slightly aged and it's a little bit worn, and obviously the sides are now sparkly brand new, and the contrast just, yeah, it is insane. So what Joe has done is he's helped me get everything together that I need to start to clean this thing and just make it look like his. I'm gonna ask him if I can put a picture of his trunk here. So if he's let me, it's now there, just so you can see. So I bought everything that he bought to make it look pretty, and obviously I'm gonna film this as well. So first off, we have really thin masking tape. I have this. I don't know what area this is for. He just sent me a list of stuff and I bought it. We're gonna chat and we're gonna work it out together. The next item is a boot and shoe leather. So I got 2 of these because it worked out cheaper to get 2. I then have peak polish. And this, I did practice this actually with this on my lock from my keepo, and it turned out incredible. So I cannot wait to try this. And lastly, Cape Cod, which when I look at it is just it's like polishing cloths, so that's what I've got as well. So armed with all of these, I aim to restore the trunk a little bit and give it a new shine and a new lease of life, and have it in my collection forever. So stay tuned for that video because I think that could be really interesting. And yeah, I'm excited. I really hope Laurel can get the insides part of the trunk just so it's there and just so I have it. It'd be great to have. But until next time, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well. Again, means the world. If you have any questions, please leave them below or get in touch on Instagram. But thanks for your time, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.